Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for March 7th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair closed down during today's session, had a longer tail but pulled back up to close pretty much right at the low of the previous session. Look for it to potentially go as high as 82.75, possibly as low as 81.59. Look for some resistance around 82.56 and look for some support around 81.95. Now the Euro-USD pair, this pair closed down after moving higher. We are looking for this pair overall to continue to the upside, potentially going as high as 141.12, possibly as low as 138.50. Look for some resistance around 140.35 and look for some support around 138.95. Now the pound-US dollar pair, this pair had a pretty wide range. It did move higher, but did close overall down. We are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 164.16, possibly as low as 160.47. Look for some resistance around 162.50 and look for some support around 161.45. Now the US Swiss, this particular pair creating an inside bar, did close up, but just by a little bit. Look for it to potentially go as high as 0.9328, possibly as low as 0.9179. Look for some resistance around 0.9305 and look for some support around 0.9195. Okay, well, as far as news announcements, no significant news announcements for this next session. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen there, though. For a trade, we have a swing trade opportunity that's been created over the past 3 sessions. Over these 3 bars right here, we have a trend line drawn. If we get a break of that trend line, we have a couple of potential exits. The first one being right here for a quick little scalp, and then you can bring it on down a little bit lower to see if it will continue to run to the downside. This right here, grabbing about 10 pips. Really what I'd like to see is it drop a full 40 pips or so, 50 pips. Let's see where that is currently. From the open, be about a 58 pip move, which for this pair is not that great of a move. It's done that a lot over the past couple of sessions. Matter of fact, this last session we had, range was about 44 pips, so getting real close to that 50 mark. The two before that were definitely beyond that range. So look for this little scalp, or if you want to go to break even and see if it'll run on down, that is an option as well. Now there's one other thing I'm looking at in the US Swiss. We have an inside bar that we talked about, looking for it to break out, most likely to the downside. If you want to grab just a couple of pips, see if it'll tap out down here at the bottom. We've been bouncing kind of sideways because we're at a extremely low point with this particular pair. Any break below the 0.9200 level, any significant close below it would mean that this pair is going to move much further, much faster to the downside. But we do have a potential 20 pips here to the upside. It has a little bit longer ways to go, but if we start getting a reversal on this, it could do it. We have basically about a 35 pip move to the upside. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.